In 1990, I got my first job teaching English in Japan. So in August, my wife and I flew from Toronto, Canada, to Japan, to a small city named Kuroyoshi. Kuroyoshi was far from the big cities like Tokyo and Osaka, and that was good because the nature was beautiful. We enjoyed the green parks and natural places. On weekends, we rode our bicycles to the Sea of Japan, swam, and relaxed on the beach. There was even a small desert area, the only one in Japan, nearby. The city itself was quiet and had small canals along some of the streets. Kuroyoshi was famous for its public toilets, actually. One mayor or manager of the city built interesting and beautiful public toilets around the city. Tourists went on tours of the toilets, took pictures, and sent postcards. It was a little strange. The people of Kuroyoshi were very friendly, and we made some wonderful friends there. They taught us many interesting things about Japanese culture. For instance, they lent a kimono to my wife Natasha, and she wore it for a day. She said it was very tight. I taught at a Japanese high school. The classes were very big, and students didn't have many chances to use English. I tried to give interesting lessons. Here, I dressed as a woman, and we played an interesting question-and-answer game. The students enjoyed it, I think. The Japanese English teacher in this picture was my friend, Nakanami Sensei. He was a very nice man, and he liked to laugh. He also worked part-time as a watermelon farmer. During the watermelon season, he brought us a watermelon straight from his fields every couple of days. They were delicious. All the students who were good at sports came to our school to study, so I played a lot of sports there. I played volleyball, tennis, badminton, and basketball. I ran in races on a teacher's team, even in bad weather. I also played Japanese chess, called shogi, but it was difficult because everyone sat on the floor, and my legs hurt. Traditional Japanese culture was very much alive in Kuroyoshi. My wife took ikebana classes, or flower arranging. I didn't know many of the flowers they used. Natasha also went to tea ceremonies. Making and serving tea is like art in Japan. Sometimes the ceremony took 2 or 3 hours. Natasha didn't like the taste of the tea very much, though. On New Year's Day, we went to a fire walking ceremony. Japanese men and women of all ages, and even children, walked across the fire to clean themselves for the new year. In the middle of it all, they invited me to try. I didn't burn my feet because I put them in a special white powder first. One of our friends got married while we were in Kuroyoshi, and she invited us to the wedding. The bride wore 3 or 4 different dresses on the day. The groom changed his clothes a couple of times too. At the wedding party, they gave each guest a large gift, like a dinner plate set. All the guests gave the married couple envelopes with money. Japanese food was very different from Canadian food. We ate a lot of fish and seafood, like these squids. We also ate raw or uncooked fish, called sushi. One time my wife went to a restaurant with her English students. The waitress brought them a bowl of shrimp. The shrimp were alive, jumping in the bowl. Then she took out a bottle of a dark liquid, put some on the shrimp, and they stopped jumping. She said, "They are sleeping now. You can eat." My wife couldn't eat any. We traveled around Japan during our 2 years there, but the trip I remember the best was to Hiroshima. Near the end of World War II, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, and thousands of people died. Many people who didn't die from the bomb died later because they got sick from radiation. Nowadays, people in Hiroshima work for peace all over the world. Did we stay long enough in Japan? Looking back, I don't think so. The 2 years in Kurayoshi passed very quickly, and we were sad to leave. We still remember the beautiful city of Kurayoshi and all our good friends there.